Good morning. Happy
Good
Wednesday.
morning. Yes, happy first Wednesday
Of
of the
February.
month. And a lot of you know what that means. So we'll get to that. And happy Super Bowl weekend.
Oh, that's
coming up.
right.
Yes. Now, we don't want to hear because we don't want to get into a football team battle, which can happen even, with sowers, which you think would be nice, calm, cool, collect people, but, they get into it. But what I do want to know, it's your first question of the day, give you a chance to talk to us, and Elaine will tell you why later, is how many of you are going to watch the Super Bowl? It used to be back in the day, I remember they would have Super Bowl Sunday Widow Club. I don't hear about that much anymore. Because that's before your time, huh, Jen?
That's before my time.
Before your
And
time.
I'm old.
It's the best day in the world to go to the mall.
Okay. Am I the only one that
Until-
remembers that? Who else remembers Super Bowl Widow Day? Because they would talk about how all the men were watching the Super Bowl and the ladies had nothing to do. So they would have big sewing days. And I watched the Super Bowl. No
I'm like,
matter who's playing. And
I grew up watching it with my parents, so
my
yeah.
team's not playing at all, so I will still watch it though. I watch it every year because it's just fun to watch. So, how many of you are going to watch a Super Bowl? Me, I'm going to be watching it.
I'm gonna watch it.
So, Carrie, are you
My
going to watch
team.
it?
I probably will.
Okay.
But traditionally, my mom and I usually spend the day at the mall.
Oh, traditionally, okay. That's a second question. Carrie says in the past, traditionally, she and her mom, that was a shopping day for them. They'd go to the mall. So, how many of you have other plans, and what are they? But-
Sounds good.
Yeah, let's get on to what we're supposed
right.
to be doing here. Today is Wednesday, so it's short and sweet. And what's new Wednesday? And we're here to show you some new products, and we have a little education that we do once in a while. We have one today. And everything that's on the website, you go to our website at searsewing.com, go to the red banner at the top, has live sale, exclamation mark, and you click on that, you'll see Elaine and I, and you click on that, and everything that we are showing today will be on there at 15% off from right this minute until 9 o'clock tomorrow. So no matter when you watch the video, whether you're watching us live or if you watch us later on Facebook or
YouTube
Instagram
and YouTube.
and YouTube. I gotta remember all these because I don't watch all these. So,
Kat says she's gonna watch the Puppy Bowl.
oh, the
Oh,
puppy
yeah.
bowl. Oh, that's
Yeah, I'll
the
be watching
funnest.
that first because that's when I'm doing my
That's-
client's hair.
Does
is
that come
during
before
that.
or after?
It's before.
Okay, yeah.
Because the bowl comes on at 3:30 our
So
time, and the puppy
cute.
bowl starts at 1 or 1:30 our time.
Yes, Kat. That's a
It's
great
super
one.
cute,
Thank you
yeah.
for that reminder. Yeah, but when's the AKC the show? I thought that was sometime.
I
during-
don't know.
I
New
don't.
Year's Day.
That's New Year's Day.
Oh, okay. I'm like, I don't
I mix
know.
up all the time. Don't mind me. So anyway, 15% off and everything, and make your comments anytime too, because they count towards our drawing that Elaine's going to explain to you.
I want to
And-
know what your favorite Super Bowl dish is.
Oh, Jared wants to know if you're doing the Super Bowl, or even if you're not watching it, if you're making a treat for or a dish. He said he doesn't want a treat; he wants a dish.
Chili
Yeah.
Verde.
Yeah, he
That's
wants
what we make, is chili
He
verde.
needs suggestions of what to make for the Super Bowl party. So if you have suggestions for that, Jared would appreciate it. So, anyways, free shipping for anything $100 and over. So let all your friends across the country know about us. Tell them to watch our live. They might want something we have, even if it's not something you need at the time. But somebody, oh my gosh, they're going to love that. Like the
Yeah,
gift.
share our video because
Like
that
the
way you can
guests,
share
please.
our deals with your
Yeah.
friends and family.
Yeah. So our phone number, if you have any questions,
It's right below us.
Is right below us. It's 775-823-9700. Our phones will turn on here in Reno at 10 o'clock. They go off at 5:30. So if you have questions, what's Jared? Oh, Jared is.
That's why we put the number on the screen.
He doesn't want me saying it, but I love to say it. And he is actually, Jared, you can hear him in the peanut gallery over there. He's live. So any questions you have for us live right now, please ask him because we're here to answer any of your questions or concerns.
And we have fun.
So tell them, what do you usually tell me?
So the reason why we want you to give us suggestions and comments about what we're talking about is because we do a drawing on the first Wednesday of the month from the previous month's
Yeah.
of comments.
And we had a ton last
We
night.
had a ton. You guys
And we
gave
almost
some
forgot to do
great.
them. We were writing them
oh my
off this
gosh, we got time got away from us this morning. So sorry about that.
Yeah.
But you guys gave
why
some
we're a little
great
late.
suggestions, great ideas, and that's what we're looking for. Suggestions, comments about what we're talking about,
Questions,
ideas.
Because it's the same questions other people have.
Yeah, absolutely. And so when you do that, put your name in a drawing. And for every $50 you spend on our website during our sale, you also get your name in the drawing. So you can get your name in our drawing a whole lot for a whole month.
Some of them comment a lot. And
Yeah.
I'm writing that name
And
over
we were
and
just
over again.
Yeah, it was. There's a few. I'm like, I kind of have an idea who could.
Yeah.
Because we got some good girls out there that they just love to give us comments and suggestions. So thank you very much.
Yes. Yes.
So, all right,
right.
well, we're going to get right to it. We're going to do the drawing a little bit, so you can't go anywhere. Don't go anywhere.
Yes.
But the first thing we're going to hit is we have this beautiful quilt kit. It's called View Crest. It's by the Fabrics from Northcott. It's Cedar Crest Falls fabric line by Northcott.
Trees and the waterfall.
So
Make sure you
this
see
is,
that.
and the centerpiece right here is actually a panel. So and the panel comes in the kit. The binding comes in the kit. Here, I don't know if you can see the picture in the binding. Now, we also have a wide back fabric for the backing of it. And I'm not going to try and hold it up. It's almost impossible to hold this up for you guys to see it. So I at least put up the front part, the very top part, where you can see the seagulls and the sky, a little bit starting of the trees. This is a lap size quilt. It is a 46, we have it at 46 and a half by 62 and a half. If
It's a great wall hanging.
it's,
I mean,
it's really
beautiful.
pretty.
It's
Well,
beautiful.
what's great about this kit is that we made it in the lap size, but it does give you the instructions if you want to make it a queen and a twin. And so you can actually, we have all the fabric that you'll need if you want to make it bigger. And what's beautiful about it is, honestly, what the extensions are is another set of chevrons, the border, another set of chevrons, and a border. So it's not going to be really, really complicated. It's very easy to add on if you want to make yours larger.
Yeah, and it is a simple quilt. Elaine pointed out this is a panel, and then you have a border and a smaller border and another border, and then
chevron
the
border.
chevrons that is really the only piecing that you're doing is those chevrons.
Yeah, and
on
so I
there.
mean, you
So
can
it's a
whip this
fast-
out super quick. If you go with the wide back that we have for this, it's only going to be 2 yards. And if you want to go with something that you're going to piece together, you only need, I think it said, it was only just 3 yards. And that's actually coming from the manufacturer.
This would look great if you know someone has a cabin or like that rustic little bit look. It's really
Well, and if
really
you fell in
nice.
love with our bear quilt that we
Yeah.
did last year, this is the same designer.
Yes.
And so it's
same
just
look.
another add-on to those bear quilts. We had the eagle one the year previous to that. So these lines are just absolutely gorgeous. It's that watercolor look. It's really, really pretty. I hope it shows as well in the camera as it shows
showing
personally.
Well, Carrie? Is it showing the waterfall? I was afraid the waterfall wouldn't show.
Yeah, it's
showing.
very beautiful. Now we did just bubbles, random bubbles for the quilting. There is so much quilting you can choose. Pebbles. Oh, pebbles.
Pebbles.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry, please don't shoot me.
Pebbles. That makes
It is
sense.
little pebbles. It's cute. So the kit is $79.99, and if you buy it in the 24 hours, you're going to get 15% off.
Yes.
So gorgeous.
Brand new, yes. We
It
just
is-
kitted it
I literally
yesterday.
just kitted it last night to get it ready for today. So yeah, it is brand spanking new.
Yes.
So,
All right.
and then this, I'm sure you can see it into the picture. We have all of the extra fabric, so you can make yours wider. We still have a few panels left if you want to make your own. If you want to
Or
just
use this fabric to make other things.
something different, yeah.
If you have
There's
another quilt idea with
so
this
many
fabric
ideas.
line, it's really nice.
It's really, really pretty.
All right.
Now we have something fun.
Yes.
We haven't done this in a really long time.
I'm going to see if she remembers the name of it.
Oh man, I knew you were going to do that to me. I've been saying the name wrong for over years and years and years. So I'm just going to shut up and not say anything more because I can't say it right.
It's
the Gasleys.
The Gasleys.
I've always said it differently, and I'm just not going to say it because I'll say it wrong again.
We haven't had this for a couple years. I mean, we tried last year and it never showed up.
That's what you guys told me. This is
so
before I got
sad.
here.
And we waited and waited for it, and finally it just never came.
These
And
are so fun. So who here knows the Gasleys? Who has?
DG, we know you're going to want some of this.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So we did. This one is the not knitting. This is the
theme-
knitting one.
Yes, they have a different theme every time. They used to, when they first came out, I think it was Halloween, and then they did a Christmas one, and then they've been just spreading out and doing different things. This is knitting. They always have the ladies with the attitude look on their face, which is the best thing about it. And they always have the cat who's always making
He's
trouble
just kinda ticked
somewhere.
off.
There he is, yeah.
Looks angry.
There's always the cat, but yeah, it has, even the horse looks mean and nasty, just attitude. That's what it is, attitude.
And that one,
Everyone on it.
so that one came in that really nice muted teal, and then we have another one that's very similar to it in the gray. And then we have the one that's just the heads, whether it be the cats or the people, on a more of a creamy white background.
Hairdos.
Hairdos, there you go.
Hairdos and hair don'ts.
It's really
Hairdos and
fun.
hairdos. Who knows
These are
the
great.
Gasleys? Who's gotten the Gasleys in the past? Let us know.
These make
what
great
you made
bags.
from the, oh yeah.
They make
yeah.
great bags.
Aprons.
Mm-hmm. Very fun.
And any quilt that would take larger cuts. You
Definitely.
wouldn't want a smaller cut with that. And we got patterns that would go with that.
I like the way that one looks too.
Oh,
That one's
let's
called
see.
crochet. Because that lady's crocheting that.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah, we didn't do just knitting. We added that few little crochet one in there.
She is crocheting, yes. She's crocheting with 2 hooks. I'm not sure how
Now,
she's
I
doing
love
that.
the floral on this one. This is a great one to add in to those beautiful fabrics. And then we did get a couple of blenders.
Yes.
So you want to grab
I
that
think
one that
this-
looks like
this
the
one's-
yarn.
Yeah, this one is a yarn. How many of you, just another question, how many of you remember years ago, you know, remember that commercial about the toilet paper? Charmin? I don't know which toilet paper brand it is.
The bears?
And they talked about how soft it was because it was quilted. And the commercial showed a person knitting when they were talking about it being quilted. They got in so much trouble. The quilting people went after them. They had to pull
Oh, I get what you're saying now.
now. They had to pull that commercial because they talked about
we don't want to
the
talk about
toilet
toilet paper
paper
when we're
being quilted,
quilting.
and it showed a person knitting while they were talking about it.
Oh my
And
gosh, that's so
yeah,
funny.
They got, sorry. I just thought of it. Back me up here. Somebody has to tell me they remember that commercial. Does
As Jared
nobody
laughs in the
remember that
background.
commercial?
Is it Quilted Northern? Not
Quilted Northern, yeah. The bears? The bears.
No, the bear's Charmin. There's a
don't-
blue bear and a red
Maybe-
bear.
I don't know which one. I just know it was the bears.
I don't have cable, so I don't watch any of these commercials anymore,
This
so it's
was
kind of
like
nice.
a decade ago.
Well,
It was a long time ago.
All right, so we are going to move a
Wanna do
little
the-
bit out of
the
fabric, and
second
we'll talk
flatter?
about the flatter. Yeah.
I'm going to let Elaine go for
All
this.
right, so I'm going to have you grab those two.
I'm just going to Vanna here.
All right, so I wanted to talk a little bit about some things that we have had these. Some people know exactly what they are. Some people have no clue. We have a product called Soak. Now, this is a pH neutral wash. It's great for everything, but for your delicates, your quilts, your hand quilting, even for your baby laundry. But this is fantastic. So you won't have any excess shrinking. You won't have any, it just cleanses everything so nicely. You put your machine on
Delicates?
delicate.
Yeah, for delicates.
And that's the
also.
big thing. You absolutely, just because you use a really nice detergent, if you don't put your machine on delicate, you're not helping it as much because
Yeah.
the delicate keeps the fabric from rushing back and forth itself and making those little beads. So make sure, you put it on delicate, you use the Soak. It comes in a couple of different fragrances. What we have today is Fig and Pineapple Grove. Their fragrances are really light. They're not heavy. You're not going to feel like you're walking around in a smell of a pineapple.
No, we're light. Do we
So-
have several flavors on there?
We do. We
Yeah,
do.
so
This is just the two that I grabbed.
Yeah, just go on there, and then there will be a drop down of all the different flavors that there are.
There's many.
Yeah.
So this is the Soak one. Now, the next one I'm going to talk about, this one is very different.
the flatter.
So who knows the difference between flatter and best press?
Quiz time, quiz
There,
time.
quiz time. We're not going to knock Best Press. These are two different
two different
products.
products,
Two
yeah,
different products.
yeah.
I love Best Press. This is something a little bit
I
different.
use it all the time.
I might too.
Yeah.
This is a fabric relaxer. And what's a fabric relaxer? Why would I want to have that? Well, there's a couple different reasons. The main reason that I talk about it when I talk with our customers here is, and because this is a panel quilt, sometimes the panels are a little twisted. They're just a little off. This is great to wet down the fabric, move the fibers a little bit because sometimes they get a little twisted, and that way you don't have to cut off to when you're squaring it up. It makes it easier for you to square up your panel because they just get a little weird. Flatter is great for that. It is a starch alternative. There is no starch in this.
Right.
If you don't even want starch, but you want a pressing agent to help you with your cutting, your ironing, anything above when it comes to ironing, this is a great alternative to starch
Yeah,
because
and
there is no starch in it.
And it relaxes the wrinkles out. You know, all fabric has the wrinkles in it, has the big one down the middle. This is a great relaxer for
Or it
that
presses
wrinkle.
your block, it makes your block really flat without using a starch finish.
Exactly. And so, I mean, these are great for not just quilting, not just sewing, even for your wearables, your jeans, your shirts.
And I don't know if you heard what Carrie just said, but she says it's good for pressing on your blocks and making them very flat without starching them.
Exactly. So, and this also comes in different scents.
Yes, and those are on there.
Now, here's another one. This is called, now I'm going to probably not say it very right, Synthropol.
Yeah,
Is that correct?
Very good.
I'm not very good at
Yay.
English is definitely my first language, but I still kind of give it wrong. This is another it's pre-wash. I forget. Is it pre-wash? I always
a-
forget.
It can be a fabric, it's a fabric detergent, so you can
Yeah.
pre-wash
So you
it,
can
or
pre-wash
you
it.
can wash a finished quilt.
So
Yeah,
these
you
are,
can
this
do
is
either one.
fantastic for your batiks. I know a lot of people get concerned about batiks bleeding because there is a lot of fabric dye in there. And what it does is this grabs the dye molecules and it keeps them from going onto the other fabric.
Yes, so,
So-
your white doesn't become pink.
Exactly. So this is really fantastic for any fabric that you're concerned about bleeding. Let's face it, some fabrics do bleed. Even our
Yeah.
really super high quality quilting cottons, the dye can just sometimes bleed.
Yeah.
This is going to help that from happening.
And we haven't had this for a little while. So
No,
I'm
it's been out for a little
exci-
while, so
we've
that's
had
why I
a
wanted
lot
to bring
of
it in.
people asking about
Yeah,
it. I was
and it
like,
works.
We got to get that back in there.
It just really aids in keeping that bleeding process from happening. So
All right.
we're ready to go. All right, Kim, now we're
It
going to let.
Yeah, it's.
I'm gonna let you talk.
It is National Embroidery Month, and we have a lot going on. But I just wanted to show a new item that came in from Kimberbell. It is the rope bowls, and these are fun to make. We've had a few classes on these before Kimberbell came out with theirs, and they're just really fun and cute to make.
They're very cute.
It's all, we haven't made a sample yet because we just got this
We
in.
just got it in.
But as you can see, you make the bowl and you do the embroidery on it, and it looks like you can also put some different fabrics around them. I'm sure that's all in there. And it has, let's see, about six different designs in it that you can put in. And I'd like to experiment to see if we could put different ones in there. Because like I said, we've had these bowl classes already, and we have some more coming up.
We do.
This is the Kimberbell one. Now, just because Kimberbell's Kimberbell, they did come out with some, the embellishment kit. They always come out with an embellishment kit to cutesy it really up. And that says some buttons in there. It looks like some leather in there.
Yeah, so you can
And
put a
some-
tassel on the
and
end.
the
You can
tassels,
close
yeah.
up the end with a piece of leather that you can embroider on. And then, of course, she has her own cotton rope enable for you to make your bowls. Kimberbell has everything.
These are all 15% off today and through 9 o'clock tomorrow. And she has some items that go with it that you're going to need. Fusible backing, so we went ahead and put that on sale for you.
We do, and that also calls for the medium cutaway embroidery stabilizer.
And we have two different, well,
We have
three
two different sizes,
Three
yeah.
different sizes because
Oh, that's
the
true, because this is
squares
another one too.
are also there.
So there is some stabilizers that's involved in this project with the bowls. So,
So we
these
went
are
ahead and
fun.
put those on 15% off. So you can get
Absolutely.
everything that you need all together.
All right, should we
All
do
right,
our
so
drawing?
I think that's it. Yes.
No, not yet. Yeah, we're not done.
Do we have? Did you get any answers to any of our questions? Like,
I did
We
not,
get-
and I'm severely disappointed that I have no new recipe.
oh, he has.
Clam dip.
Jared's
Clam dip.
Jared's sad that he doesn't have any suggestions for his Super Bowl yet. No, Carrie just said clam dip. And what did you say?
Chili verde.
Chili verde. My appetizer is like stuffed warm mushrooms. Oh my gosh.
Oh, really?
I love
Yeah, I'm
stuffed
not a mushroom
mushrooms,
fan.
yeah. So those are those are our suggestions
Yeah.
so far.
We got some good ones.
Yeah. So
Food. I mean, you know.
yeah. Yeah,
Well, you could
so-
always do the tried and true cheese ball that's shaped like a football.
Yeah. I've never shaped it like a
You've never
football.
seen that? Oh my gosh, it's like shaped like a half of a football, and they put little cheese over the top of it, and you serve it with crackers. It's hysterical. I've seen it so many times. They
Nice.
roll it in
There you
pecans,
go.
so it's brown.
Okay.
Okay, sorry.
So we make our friends bring food.
Oh, there you go. Carrie's idea is you host it and make everyone bring the food. So
There you
don't-
go.
The appetizer, yeah.
Exactly, and take it home, because sometimes I don't want it in my house when
Yeah.
it's all done. All right, so we're gonna do
All
our
right.
drawing. Where's our gift?
Oh,
What
Where is
happened
our
to
gift?
it? Oh, it's probably
Did I
sitting on the
leave it?
table out there.
it's a stack of timeless fat quarter.
Fat quarter bundles.
Yeah.
So we'll draw the name, and then we'll
It's
have.
out there somewhere.
We'll
Carrie.
show it on the
Carrie
table
is
here in just a
hunting
minute.
for it.
All right, am
No
I drawing?
peeking.
All right, I'm just shake them up a little bit. All right, here we go.
And the winner is
Barbara
Barbara
Sebastian.
That's a new one. I don't think she's ever won
Yeah,
before. So
congratulations, Barbara.
Oh my goodness.
Woo woo.
Yay.
Oh, here comes Carrie with the prize.
Okay.
So Barbara,
forgot to
give
put
us
my
a call,
fork
give
there,
us
too.
an email, give us a shout. You can come down and pick it up. We'll make it work. And that is the cute little fat quarter bundle for you.
Stack of timeless blender fat quarters. So.
There you go.
All right. So now we're going over to Jared.
I'm going to give Jared my microphone and put that with that.
Yeah,
So
there is
thanks
so
everybody
much-
for tuning in. Don't go nowhere. Jared's got some great things to talk about this morning. So hang
Yes.
tight.
You run it around.
I almost brought that over this morning and then I forgot.
I know we both forgot. We don't need to tell anyone else what we're forgetting.
Well, we have
We're
one more-
okay now.
And we have one more tip after that. if you don't
We're
want.
perfect now. Well, I finally got a couple answers.
Hold on, this.
For any of our
Just turn the whole
questions.
thing.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
got lots of questions going on out
Oh.
there.
I see what you mean.
What were our questions? Who's watching the
There you
Super
go.
Bowl? Who's doing
That
something
works.
else?
Right?
Well, I finally got a couple answers.
Oh,
I got
the
stuffed
Super Bowl?
jalapeno poppers from Kat,
Oh
which
yeah,
are
yeah,
always
yeah.
delicious.
Jared loves those, Kat. Jared
But
loves
last time Michelle made those, she got them. Michelle, my wife, made jalapeno poppers for Thanksgiving, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
She got that massive pack from Costco. And so
what,
she
jalapeno?
jalapenos.
Yeah?
It's like you get like a 10-pound bag for
Oh,
like
dear.
$6.
Oh,
and
dear.
so she made all of them. And then went and touched her eyeball right afterwards.
Oh,
And she had washed her hands, and I was like, ah. And then she went and touched her eyeball, and she was just crying for the next hour. I
So-
was like, yeah,
Warning.
wear gloves.
Yeah.
Yeah, just save yourself the hassle. Wear
Yep.
gloves.
Yeah.
So, yep, Kat said jalapeno poppers. Lucienne Plant said stuffed mushrooms with crab.
That was
sounds
me.
good.
I love the stuffed mushrooms.
And Leanne says sweet and sour meatballs, which are
Oh.
always
Oh, yeah,
delicious.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
I do love sweet and sour meatballs. You need to give me that meatball recipe
I
you
know.
have.
I know
like
you
that
like it. Yeah.
one. Swedish meatballs?
No, it's sweet and sour.
Sweet and sour?
Well, I have
Okay.
both. I have
Gotcha.
both.
Anyways, back to embroidery, stuff like that. Because this is National Embroidery Month, I do have, but
It
before we dive into, I want to talk about a couple other machines from Viking and Janome that we have on the floor. But before that, I want to talk about a couple new cabinets that came out from Koala. Now, these are great cabinets because one of them really hits a price budgeted mindset, right? Nice small cabinet. It does not have an electric lift in there. It has a manually setting lift, not even a hydraulic lift. You have to kind of set it and leave it.
Okay.
But it's really nice because you get the quality of a Koala cabinet, which, as you know, are very nice cabinets.
Yes.
Quality of a Koala cabinet without the giant price tag. And it's also a nice small space. So that one is, let's see if I pull up the right one here, the first guess. Yeah, sweet. So this one is called the Cub, or Cubby, I think. Cub is the last one. So this is called the Cubby. So if you guys can see that little platform down below, that is technically where that machine drops down into. They have a little filler plate on top right now that machine is sitting on. But it's a really nice and small compact cabinet. So you got some nice cubby storage over on the side. And then you still have, a nice cabinet. And I have seen this cabinet before. It is very stable. It's very sturdy. It's a very nice cabinet. And of course it comes in all the same colors that Koala has.
We need to get that one into the store so
Yeah.
we can see
Well,
it.
it just came out. I gotta order it.
Yeah. Because so many people want the quality of a cabinet so that, the tables aren't shaking and it's the right height. That's the other thing. I'm sorry. If you're sitting on a kitchen chair and a kitchen table, it's
It ain't
just
the right
not
height.
the right height.
Yeah,
And
you're
it's-
sitting up here like this.
Yeah, it's just not right.
Yeah.
And
dropping
but
that
a lot of
machine
people
down really
say
helps.
these bigger cabinets, they just don't have room for them, and I get that.
Yeah.
So this is a perfect solution.
And the price.
Yeah, price
Yeah.
too. Perfect
So,
solution.
It's a perfect solution for all you guys.
Yeah.
Great cabinet. And of course it comes in all the same colors, which is Asian Golden Teak, Brazilian Dark Cherry, Bird's Eye Maple, and
White?
North American Oak. Oh no,
And
they got
white.
rid of Bird's Eye Maple.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
North
that's right.
American Oak and White.
White.
And they just came out with a gray
Gray.
color as well too.
Yeah.
It's kind of a light gray, so it's a nice. I know gray is huge in the home decor world
Mm-hmm.
now, so they do have that nice color out there as well too.
And it's
now.
a nice light color without being white too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's a very, very nice cabinet and perfect budget. And then next up they have, let me pull it up here, the elevated desk. So this one is kind of a take on their cutting table that Koala had out for a little while. It is a height adjustable desk. This one has a Baby Lock Core sitting on top of it right now, but it's a really nice piece because, again, back to that space saving mindset.
Are they the
this
same
one,
size, or is that one a little bigger?
as the cubby? It's probably a little bigger.
Okay.
But the only one downside of this one is it's not on casters, so you do kind of
Yeah.
have to set it. But it does have that space savings thing because you can use it as both your desk, sewing cabinet, and your cutting table because it's height adjustable. This will always go up very, very tall. I always make fun of poor little Ronnie in our store whenever we get a height adjustable anything
We put it all the
into
way up
store.
and it's taller than her.
Like, yeah, this is the perfect height for me, and it's above Ronnie's head. But no, it's exactly.
Yeah.
I think I have on the, at least on the handy quilted long arm, yeah, because that table goes up very, very high. But yes, it's a very, very nice cabinet that, because you're getting multiple cabinets in one piece, it saves a lot of space for you. You can cut and sew on the same piece of furniture. So very nice, and those are all shipping now. The Cub, I believe, is $999, so right at $1,000. And I want to say this the elevated desk, I think, is right at $2,000. So a little bit more money, just because it is the height elevation deal side to
the
it.
mechanism.
Yeah, so very, very nice cabinets that are in there.
But that's really nice for, like you said, you can do it at the sewing height, and then you want it a little bit higher for your cutting height. Save your back, ladies.
And in
Save
reality,
your
if you were to
back.
buy a cutting table, I think all of our cutting tables, they start, I think, at $12.99.
And this you have all in one spot.
Exactly. So you got to get a cabinet and that, so then you're over $2,000.
And
So
the large cutting mat, the standard, what I call the standard large, 36 inches, is that what that is?
30 by 36, I
Yeah,
think, yeah.
it will fit on there.
Yep.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Absolutely. All right, and then next up, I want to talk about a couple machines. The first one I want to talk about is the Topaz 40 and 50 from Viking. So right in front of you have right now is the designer Topaz 50 from Viking, Husqvarna Viking, and it has a little sister of the Topaz 40. So I really like those two machines because last week, if you remember, I was talking about the Vesta and the Flare from Baby Lock and how they have very respectable hoop sizes. starting at 6x10. Starting at 6x10, it allows you to do pretty much anything that you need, a lot of everything that you need to do in the embroidery world. A lot of projects can fit inside of a 6x10 hoop.
Yes.
So the only aspect that I don't love about it is it's a little bit pricier because it is a very nice machine. And so the Topaz 40 and the Topaz 50, they've taken out a couple of the features that do exist in that Vesta, and they give you that same hoop size, at least in the Topaz 40, 6x10, without that giant price tag.
Right.
I want to say Topaz 40 we sell right around, I think their sale price is $19.99, so it's $1,000 less. And the Topaz 50 goes up to a 8x12, I think. But they're, it's so hard to remember all of these hoop sizes. There are so many machines.
Yeah.
But it's a very, very respectable hoop sizes for the price tag without having to pay a whole lot more to get that hoop size.
Yeah.
Because remember, as we said, hoop size is everything in embroidery, right?
Right. Now, are these ones online?
Topaz 40 and Topaz 50 I cannot sell online.
Okay.
So those ones are an in-store only, unfortunately, but if you're buying it for a friend in Colorado, if you come in and swipe your credit
Yep.
card, I can ship it to
Ship
them
it
in
to them,
Colorado.
yes.
I just
As
need
long-
somebody here at some point in the transaction physically.
Buy it here. Yes.
Exactly.
Yes.
So yes, two great machines.
And we've sold quite a few of those lately.
Yes.
We're a little low on the 50s, I think.
Yeah, I need to order
We're
some more of
getting
those.
more in, yes.
See, there you go. Look at Jennifer's comment on how much she loves her koala cabinet. So
Oh,
they're
yeah.
perfect.
I'll say it again and again. Nobody has ever said, everybody always says, why didn't I get this sooner? Why
Yeah.
didn't I do this sooner? Everybody. They love
Yes,
their cabinets.
absolutely.
Yeah.
And then, Carrie, can you take care of Lucienne's comment? Okay, yeah, cool. Where were we? Topaz 40, Topaz 50.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, another great comparison is Baby Lock Flare, which is, if you remember, the embroidery-only version of the Baby Lock Vesta is $19.99. So if you're getting the Topaz 40 for $19.99, which is still a combination sewing and embroidery machine, it's a great bang for your buck. So really nice machine to get there. And then next up, the next one I want to talk about is the Janome 550E. So that machine is one of our favorite embroidery only machines from Janome. Now this one is a little quirky because if you can see, if you guys are familiar with embroidery machines, they normally always have that big old long table going off to the side, the embroidery arm going off to the side.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
at the end of the day, your embroidery machine is taking up, a ton of your table,
Yes.
right?
Lengthwise, yes.
Yeah, exactly. So we really like this machine because it's kind of quirky where they flip that around and they put the embroidery arm inside the throat of the machine. So it's really nice because it saves a lot of space. It's an embroidery only machine, so you're not paying for the money of
It looks a
sewing
little
additionally
confusing
inside
at
of there.
first, but it isn't. It truly is not.
Yeah.
You get used to it. It is.
Yeah, and on top of that, this machine has some features inside of the software itself that you don't normally get until some higher up machines in the lineup of any lineup, basically. So we really like it because you get a couple more features on there that you're like, oh, this is kind of a quote unquote more basic embroidery machine, but you get a lot of bang for your buck with the features inside of there, and that small footprint as well too. So really nice machine. We love that one a lot. And again, if you guys don't know any of these machines, don't know what we're talking about, come on in and chat with any of us, and we would be more than happy to show you through all these machines
Yeah,
and
yeah.
get you the perfect one for it. And of course, any classes, embroidery classes, we're more than happy to let you try one out,
Yeah,
maybe.
we have lots. We have lots of classes where if you don't own a machine, you can have the opportunity to come in and try it, make a project, and just get to try out the embroidery machine. Try before you buy type program.
Speaking of classes, should we turn around here?
Oh, well, yeah, we got our surgery class.
So
going on.
speaking of classes coming around here, today we have set up for a Victory Surgery event that is going on. And say hi again to Miss Elaine and Carrie sitting over there behind the scenes. Surgery event going on here. So this is the one that we've been talking about with the Victory Surgers. So great event to come on in and try those surgeries. We've got another class
we've got
coming
another
up
class.
on
It's almost full again.
March. Is it? Already?
So, March something.
Let me see.
We have tons of classes coming up.
Yes.
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 Oh, it's
Go to our
logged me
website
out.
and look at our classes. Look at our calendar.
Well, I gotta find the date too.
Well, I'm
It's in
talking
March,
about all
right?
the classes.
Yes.
March 4th and 5th?
It's only one day. Let me find it here. Well, maybe it's not.
Smile, you're on TV.
Okay. I'll have to look that one up, talk to them, because we should have another date coming in there in
We
March,
do.
I believe.
Yeah. I know we have some signups already, so we just can't find it right
Okay.
now on our website.
Yeah, we'll find it. But take
Yeah.
take a look at it. I believe it's in March, but it's a great chance to come on in and
If you
try
can't
one
find
of
us,
these
give us a
Victory
phone
surgeries.
call and we'll
Yeah.
get you signed up to try the surgeries again.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Anything else from you today?
No, that is all for today.
Alrighty. Thank you guys. We appreciate you coming in and saying hey. And just remember, guys, to make sure you like, share, and comment on our videos. It helps everybody enjoying the fun.
Yes.
Alrighty, guys. We'll see you
right.
next week.
Happy
Have a fun
Super Bowl for anyone watching it.
And go
Thanks so much.
Steelers.
All right. We'll
All right.
see you.
See ya.
Bye-bye.
Bye.